Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the MoMo Margarita. So yes, here we have my first MoMo figure, which stands for Mobile-Movementess, which is an odd name. This is a line that I had never heard of, and I'm not even sure if it's still ongoing, but they're basically sort of tall, weird, sexy robots. And I saw this one fairly heavily discounted. As retail price, they are fairly expensive. And I figured I'd pick it up and see if I liked it. And they are fairly cool things. They are a weird scale and they're kind of unusual looking, so most people probably won't like them. But I think they're fairly interesting and may be something worth giving a shot if you like the look of them. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Margarita. Here is our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. These figures are marketed as 1/6 scale, but they're not anywhere near standard 1/6 scale. They're more like 8 or 9 inches, closer to maybe like Play Arts Kai sort of scale, but they don't really scale directly with anything. As you can see, she does stand a good bit taller than a Marvel Legend, especially if you count her big rabbit ears, and much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Margarita. Moving on to our 360 spin, the flesh of Margarita is black, if you want to call it flesh, but the stuff that would be skin if this was a person is black. Then the top part of her outfit is white and has lots of little panel lines on it. It has a little tie, and she has some cuffs on her wrists. Then her long legs are brown. Presumably they have like stockings on them. They have little bronze zippers, and she has white and silver high-heeled shoes on. All in all, if you like the design, I think it's executed pretty well, and her tie, wrist cuffs, tail, and little skirt flaps are removable if you want to take those off. Head sculpt-wise, Margarita has a few things that can be attached to her head, so we'll start at the base form of the head, which is this little angular head. She's got gold eyes and a tiny mouth, little thing on her forehead, and big spikes coming out of her head. Sort of an unusual head, but I also think it's kind of cute. Then you get this big hair piece that sits over it. It almost entirely hides her face, which is unfortunate, and I kind of don't want to use the hair because of that. And then you can attach her big rabbit ears to the top of that hair, and they are articulated so you can move them around a bit. Articulation-wise, these figures are very posable, but they're also very finicky, so you're going to have to get used to posing them, but you can get them into plenty of cool poses. Get hinge and rotation in the neck and head, so you get a lot of movement there. Get these double ball-jointed shoulders, which move up and down, in and out. Bicep cut. Hinge and rotation in the elbow. Hinge and rotation in the wrist. Really nice diaphragm joint here that moves all around. Hips go in and out, forward and back. Rotate around on the joint, thigh cut, double jointed knees, and the weirdest ankle/foot joints I have ever seen. They're double ball joints like the shoulders, so you can move them in all kinds of ridiculous directions. I don't know why they're designed like this, but that's what they are, so yeah, should be able to get her feet into all kinds of weird poses. Accessories-wise, Margarita comes with a few things. She has 4 sets of hands. She has 2 flat open hands, 2 relaxed hands, 2 normal holding hands, and 2 gun holding hands. She does not come with any guns though, so I'm guessing these are potentially molded for some other figure in this line that did have guns, and they just gave her a set of them in case you had some guns for her to use, but she does not come with any. Then you get her big rabbit-shaped sword, which is fairly silly looking, but it fits the theme of her outfit, so you can use that if you want to. Packaging wise, you get a big sort of tube kind of packaging. I believe that some of the figures in this line come in normal sorts of packaging, but this is not one of those. MoMo Mobile-Movementess, Hautkutscher, the Juggler number 2, Margarita. And then you get a bunch of stuff on the side that I cannot read. These are not particularly good for in-package display, as you can't see the figure in any way, so I think you would be best off displaying them out of package. And that about wraps it up for Margarita. So until next time, goodbye!